G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into the DotaPit League season number 3. It is the group stages, and well, guys, welcome back in. It's been a while. Crashed.
Dota just crashed. All right, hold on. It's fine. Just keep talking. Dota TV is gonna be fine. And Stream hears you. They just don't see the pics.
Pimp's Dota crashed. That'll happen from time to time, but don't you worry. You got me to listen to still. Anyways, getting back into the matchup, it's Group B. It's Vega Squadron versus mYi. A matchup between two teams that, well, Vega Squadron made it through the qualifiers. mYi unfortunately fell a little bit short. However, Virtus Pro decided they didn't want to play together anymore and proceeded to actually just disband and not play together, therefore leaving an open spot in and of course the Group B side. So mYi will inherit Virtus Pro's I believe wins and losses. They're sitting at 1-3 currently. Vega Squadron are at 1-5. Another team also going the route of the dinosaur, which of course was Fire. We gave Power Rangers their spot. But enough about that. We'll talk about that in a bit. For now, Vega Squadron versus mYi coming up. Pretty much a must-win for both of these squads. Not really wanting to split. Joining me today, as always, of course, the production manager, Pitmunkle. Pax has off. He will not be with us today. And, of course, F4L joining us. Kevin, how are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Early,
yeah, a little early.
Not too bad. I'm actually a little surprised by the standings. Like, Vega is 1-5 right now.
That's correct.
They would be doing a bit better just because of the performance they had in the qualifier. They looked extremely strong, especially no one. Like, we talked about how good this guy was mid, but maybe teams, you know, realizing how good this guy is, just, you know, maybe channeling on him a little bit and making him have a hard time. I think that's probably the best way to beat them right now, so...
I think they got forced into some weird picks with a lot of their drafts, and they got a little too fancy, honestly, and made a lot of mistakes. And like you said, they really shut no one down. I think that was the biggest issue so far for Vega, but they still have a chance. They still have a chance. They're 1-5. Chance is really all they have. They have a couple more games to play. So
just 2 teams are eliminated after group stage, right?
Yeah, that's right. Both bottom of Group A and bottom of Group B will be eliminated. However, I mean, nobody is close to Vega at 1-5.
I think you go into like a, is it single elim?
There's like a single elim. All right, so here's the format.
It's like TI, right? Where it's like single elim for a couple rounds in the loser bracket, then it's all best of 3.
I think so. Well, all right, here we go. Group stages. 4th and 5th will be placed in losers bracket round 1. 6th place eliminated. 3rd place will be placed in losers bracket round 2, which I believe is single elimination. I might be wrong about. So it's single elim, and I think it's for the playoffs. Let's see. All series are best of 3s, including the lower bracket. So no best of 1s down in the, so even if you're in the lower bracket, you do have a chance to you have a 3-game series to move on. So it's not that bad. I think it's pretty cool, solid. Actually. Yeah, I like that format a lot, actually.
So in this game, Vega looks like they're gonna go with the sniper, a hero that we see so often these days. mYi, really the only counter they have right now to the sniper is the Bat Rider. Sure, maybe Venge, if you get to level 16, you might be able to swap the sniper into your team, but in the early stages, the swap's not going to be long enough. What do you think about Sniper and like what's good against him? I think Clockwork's like one of the most obvious counters.
Spirit Breaker's probably.
Spirit Breaker's been used,
yeah, man. Listen,
effectively.
Listen, man. Goddamn sniper pickers in my Dota games. All right.
Last pick Spirit Breaker here.
Could happen.
They have so much to defend the sniper though. Like Sniper plus Clockwork is very strong. Also, the Lion could disrupt the Spirit Breaker. So they're just going to go all in with this Dro strat. Last pick the Visage. 5 range heroes, something we've seen time and time again. Most likely going to be the mid Lina, so that'll be a little different. Not something we see too much in competitive play. Definitely an in-house special, though.
Yeah, this feels like an NEL game, honestly, with some of these heroes, but the 5 range strat, we've talked about it before, kind of works in this situation because you have the Bat Rider as initiation, but still, we were big fans of the offlane like Centaur or Brew initiation, just to have that tanky hero up front. You don't necessarily need all 5 ranged heroes. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
the main issue, I mean, Bat Rider to solve this with the initiation, but I like having something that's an initiator with team fight potential. Like Bat Rider, sure, it's a really strong initiator, but when you have these Dro lineups, usually you lack a lot of AoE teamfight disable or AoE just teamfight spells in general. Like none of these other heroes really have any teamfight spells. So I really like having, something like a Centaur with that AoE stun, the ult as well. Even like you said, a Brewmaster offlane. We've seen it work a couple times.
I'm a big fan. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case for Bat Rider or mYi, but well. We gotta pause. We gotta pause, boys. And we don't have mop packs for the stats. Rather the jokes, I should say. The jokes are what he's best known for, I think. But 2 games on tap for today. We have this game versus mYi, and then obviously, Vega versus mYi, and then obviously Tinker versus NIP coming up shortly thereafter. 2 games tonight, so a lot of fun action. Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like Tinker and NIP, they have to really claw their way, and everyone's like, all right, well, these teams right now are tier 2 teams that could be tier 1 teams if they play well enough.
I don't know. Okay, NIP to me is like a tier 1.5, right? They're definitely playing better than the tier 2 teams, I think.
Yeah,
they're not quite on the tier 1 team, because have they won against a tier 1 team in a best of 3 or best of 5 situation?
I think so. I think during Star Ladder.
Maybe once or twice. But yeah. I mean, that has to be something that's consistent, right? If you do it once or twice, it's one thing. But if you do it, half the time, then you're a tier 1 team, right?
I mean, they got to winners finals in the Star Ladder season 11. They beat the now defunct Virtus Pro. They also beat Power Rangers in the first round, which I'm sure had a shuffled roster after everybody else leaving. And I think NIP are they're 1 or 2 series away from that top tier of play, and currently they are 3-1 in Group A, by the way. They've beaten Cloud9. They won 1 to them.
Okay,
that's pretty good. And then they 2-0'd Power Rangers, which is that's pretty solid. And then they still have to play EG, obviously, Asus Polar, and then Tinker today. So still a lot of really good teams in Group A to face, but. We'll see how things pan out here.
That Group A, though, is, insane.
Yeah. You want to hear something funny? You know who came up with the groups?
Gerg.
No. It was me.
It was you?
It was me.
What?
I came up with the group. I am the one that decided the groups. And Group B was honestly, I think, pretty good until Virtus Pro left. I stand by that. I think Empire is very solid. Hellraisers are very good as well.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, though, where you look at it and you're like, the top 3 of Group B is, really good, right? Secret, Empire, and Hellraisers.
Yeah.
I think those 3 are, all tier 1 teams. Very good, especially in, Empire, Hellraisers, probably you could argue the 2 best teams in CIS. Maybe Polar's up there, too. And then... But Alliance, I mean,
yeah, that was. Yeah. They weren't performing as badly when I made the groups.
That's true.
And also Vega Squadron, we didn't know what they were capable of, and Virtus Pro were always a solid, consistent team up until a week ago.
Whoa. All right, Mort, come on.
I mean,
I was a big fan of Vega, in the.
Yeah, me too. No, I know. We were all about that Vega lifestyle in the qualifiers. I mean, they were solid, man. They kicked some ass, but apparently that wasn't really good enough. And I don't know, dude. It's just Listen, if you guys want to flame me for Group B, go ahead. It's fine. I'll take the flame. I stand by that group.
No,
I stand by it.
It makes sense because like when you made these groups, like Tinker wasn't performing. Like they were considered, terrible.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yes.
And now they've sort of, clawed themselves back to being that, whatever tier 1, like just under tier 1, I would say.
Yeah. No, I think they're good groups. I'm not gonna go into further depth. Also, there was fire in Group A.
Just flame mod.
I mean, people will want me to flame, but all right. Listen, Pimp is getting
everyone.
All right. So,
relax,
all right.
relax,
No. The thing is, you guys are not giving mYi any sort of credit. They played 1-1 against Tinker. Those guys, they do pretty crazy shit, but they can do some cool stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're like their support meepos and stuff.
And it's amazing.
For sure.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty crazy.
No, we are not giving mYi due credit. That's correct.
Support Phoenix.
All right, now I can mute myself again. All right.
All right. Thank you, Pimp, for that. I'm a big fan of Vega as well as mYi. Listen, I love both of these teams. When we were going through the qualifiers, I was hyping up mYi so much, and then they didn't perform the way I wanted them to, unfortunately. Vega, however, don't even get me started. Although they do have a stand-in, it's Solo, the 3-2-2 master himself. He's got 3 GG branches arranged in a triangular pattern, as well as a clarity and a tango bordering that single GG branch. So that's a solid start for Lion. No boots like we usually see. It's kind of weird.
Hey, he's got the Illuminati iron branches. Just adding to the conspiracy. Looks like we're going to have a level 1 fight.
Yeah, they're baiting this. Lazard, buddy, you got a grave chill. Oh, no, he's going to get hexed up. Blade Fury, Shrapnel. Ha, indeed. Seam of the Slayer gets the kill. Fucking sniper, man. Yeah, well, my apologies. I get a bit angry when I see this hero. This hero needs to be killed about 5,000 times, and then I'll be happy. I'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's hard to tell, like, if... I definitely think Shrapnel is, like, a bit, broken, but... Yeah. I think people can do a better job playing against the hero in general, though. Oh,
Gogi, Blade Fury, another fight breaking up. This aggro trial had already paying dividends. mYi, welcome to DotaPit Season 3. Lazard, voided, 1 right click from screen, and it will do the job. He'll take some tower hits on the way out. Milan, no match missile. He had Wave of Terror. Screen almost going down. 83 HP. 2 dead in this bottom lane. Vega will have to recoup after that initiation, but it's already turning into a bloodbath, and with a Juggernaut, it's not something you want to have. And honestly, this lane is pretty weak. Drow Ranger not providing the most base damage early on here, not hitting as hard as she could. And this is becoming kind of an issue. And Visage has to walk all the way back to lane. Lazard, I am sorry, buddy. That's rough. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, that's pretty rough for him. Although I think the longer this lane goes on, the better it gets for mYi. Like, the damage output from these 3 range heroes is only going to increase. Soon they're going to be trading 1 for 1 if Vega try to go for kills. So it actually looks like they're just disbanding the tri-lane. They're just going to leave Jug down there, so recognizing the same thing. Looking for a gank onto Cole in the mid lane.
See how far they dive. They're diving very far. And this double Shrapnel, the Void, the Hex. This is most certainly an easy kill. Dear Lord. What a gank. And that's the thing about Sniper, honestly, is that you get 1 to 2 heroes rotating mid. You drop down double Shrapnel, maybe even triple Shrapnel. And I don't see any hero surviving that.
Yeah.
In that situation, maybe a TA with fraction charges, maybe Quap, yeah, but...
I mean, unless you have a 1300 blink, you're probably dead.
Yeah. It's,
Yep.
Well. 9 Posh, top lane, 10 last hits, 4 to 9. He's somehow outlaning a Bat Rider, who now is out of mana. Gonna cog up. Try to get some stacks off of him, and if he does so, that's going to be pretty amazing. They actually rotate back down for this aggressive tri-lane for Vega. They void up on Milan. Milan has Wave of Terror. I don't know if this is a 1v1 screen can actually take. I mean, he's a Night Stalker, Ooh, and if Milan had like if he had any attack range, it'd be pretty amazing. Top lane, Mitch is out of, man, he can't Firefly. Battery Assault, Mitch is able to eat his way through, or rather attack his way through the cogs. But Posh is bullying a Batrider out of lane, which you don't see too often. Oh, God, I love Clockwork. I love me some good Clockwork play.
Yeah, Clockwork's definitely really strong. I think Clock can do a very good job early against the Batrider. Although at the same time, he has the Drow aura, so probably should be performing a bit better in this 1v1 matchup. It's not going to be too impactful, though. He is getting his CS. Like, he's only behind by 1 CS, so...
It's still kind of interesting, though. Yeah. And so I've been playing a lot of Clockwork recently. If you get a strong start, get that bottle maybe, get an early blade mail, just stay with the boots of speed, and you really get your money from... I mean, you can farm the jungle effectively, but a lot of your money, I think, comes from kills and ganks and rotating early on once you have that hook shot.
Yeah.
So he kind of does need to snowball, even with the start that he has. Meanwhile, the other lanes, Seam of the Slayer sitting at only 8 last hits, actually, and the Drow sitting at 15. So a bit of a better lane so far after this rough start for mYi. And then, of course, the mid lane, as almost expected, no one is crushing with 23 CS. Misses one there, but Hardy has his Aquila. Boots of Speed will buy out a Claws of Attack, so he is going for the phase boots, and the Jug will do the same down bottom. It looks like it is nighttime. You have to be very careful now for mYi, including not only in this tri lane, but across the map as well. Those rotations can come fast and furiously.
Yeah, I wonder if they're actually going to try to dive this. That would be a bit too dangerous, I think. So, mYi pretty safe in this bottom lane as long as they're near the tower, but that's going to really prevent this Drow Ranger from getting any sort of farm down here.
And that's the biggest problem. You want to snowball with Gogi, and you're not going to be able to do so if you don't have free farm, if you're not getting that level 6. And these supports aren't rotating. Now they're going to dive. Gogi's going to be in some trouble. Match Missile's going to hit. Double Earth Spike. The Blade Fury damage is real, but big TP and screen sticks up. Soul Assumption. They do get the healing word. Solo getting picked off. Looks like he'll fall as well. Great rotation from Cole, having that TP scroll, realizing that they would dive because of the nighttime. And I think Vega getting a bit too overconfident. However, the Juggernaut does survive.
Yeah, so a little too overconfident there for Vega. Like you said, they dive that tower, but they do get the Drow in the end. A nice rotation coming out from Lena, so that's going to kickstart her farm, get her closer to that Yule Scepter.
Lena dead?
Yeah, Lena's dead.
Yeah, Lena's probably dead. Assassination's going to go kaboom! Hoo-hoo, ha-ha, indeed for the sniper. It's raining bullets. He will grab a rune as well, which is what the Lena was waiting for. So, to add insult to injury, I suppose. And all the meanwhile, Jug continues to farm, now actually even with the Drow Ranger. But top lane is really the real story. Is Pasha's got 37 CS. It's not often you see Clockwork at the top of the CS charts, but I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm a big fan. I'm not really discouraging this.
So did Bat actually just opt to go to the jungle?
I think he might have.
Actually, okay, I mean, when you pick this Drow and then you have a offlaner that's ranged, you can't like sack a 1v1 matchup against a melee hero. This is like very, very strange. And it actually does look like Clockwork gonna rotate to the bottom lane, look to use that first hook shot. I would actually like to see maybe Vega giving the top lane to Solo possibly on the line.
Yes.
Get him that gold for the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. I think they want to get that gank first, then have him rotate top.
That's probably what they're gonna do.
They're really trying to find Lazard, and he does back up. They will pull, but now they know this pull is happening, and Clockwork is going to walk right in. They know he's in this lane now. Gogi backs all the way up.
This is a really dangerous situation for them. Like, they just pulled, and there's 4 heroes down here. They're obviously going to try to push this tower down. They can even pop the healing ward.
Why is he not flaring? Hook shot will connect. Milan actually doesn't stutter step. Gets caught. Silence is going to go. Gus is going to come out. Now they actually Grave Chill Hex up on the Lazard. Earth Spike about to go. No, not yet. Flare. Double kill. Double impale. Double Earth Spike from Solo, but there is that rotation. Blade Fury screen is going to go down to the lasso, and Seema's just not fast enough. The Frost Arrow's going, not level 6 yet, can stick up. Cogs will go. Now Shrapnel coming out as well. The Sniper rotating in Assassination. Cole just staying alive barely. Another Shrapnel will grab the kill. Seema actually going down. Milan getting the kill with the Wave of Terror and the right click. Solo in some trouble as well. This bottom lane engagement, who is winning at this point? 9Posh getting another kill. The Earth Spike goes on to Milan. Finger actually going, I believe. No, actually didn't get it off. Not level 6 yet. I thought I heard Laguna. I'm not sure. That was actually Luna just dying. Lazard in trouble. No one going in. Just peeping him down. We'll try to TP away. Flame break. No mana for it. No one would TP out. 9Posh. Battery soul. Cogs in 3. Mitch is going to die as well. Looks like no, the magic missile. Milan getting voided. Finally, they get 9Posh. Screen just needs a single right click or a void to get this kill, but he's so damn slow. But Seema will come in and clean up the job. The fight recap is all over the damn place, and in the end, it is a small margin of victory for Vega. I don't know what the hell happened, but that was a fight, I suppose, in Dota 2.
Well, I'm not sure the fight recap actually caught everything, because I feel like a lot of these mYi heroes died twice, so
yeah.
Vega definitely coming out huge there. Getting 2 kills, I believe, onto the Dro. I think just the Dro died twice.
Cole is dead again. That's what Earth Spike. Maybe he's not dead. Shrapnel, they don't have it. Flare, not gonna kill him. Solo walking, gets the Hex, but gets LSA'd as well. He's not 6. Hook shot from downtown from 9Posh. He says, how are you? Goodbye, Lena. Bottom lane. Screen getting a bit aggressive here on Lazard. Milan says, get back, but Void comes out. Omni Slash is available. Milan. Ooh, he's lucky he's got those Tranquils. Otherwise, Seema the Slayer would pop his Omni Slash. You could say goodbye, Vengeful Spirit, but that is not the case. And Vega have a 15-6 kill advantage with the top 3 in CS. And it is a 5,000 net worth lead, which you don't often see at 10 minutes. Well, it's not looking great at 4L.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very difficult place to recover from, especially with this strategy. Like, these Dro strats definitely need to at least go even into these lanes so that when you start to 5-man deathball, you know, you're not at least behind at that point. But being in this position with these ranged heroes and the Dro is going to be very difficult to recover from. They are going to smoke up now that Mitch does have the Blink Dagger. This is one of those very desperate plays that has to work.
Yeah.
We talk about them all the time. If they can find no one here, that could be a really big kill, as he is 3-0. So we'll give them
gonna go the wrong way.
A lot of golds.
They're gonna. Oh, they see the camp is stacked up now. 9Posh is nearby. If they initiate it, actually could be disastrous.
I don't think.
Milan gets spotted out. Lasso on 9Posh. They don't really want him. Assassination about to go gets canceled onto Mitch. The hook shot coming through. Mitch about to fall. Gets right click. They don't assassinate him.
Oh, no.
They grab the Drow Ranger. Lion comes in from the backside with their own gank. They get the finger off, I believe. Now Seema already Omni slashing. What an Earth Spike from the low ground. Big LSA. Seema Solo getting swapped out to the low ground, but the assassination still is there for no one. And they get 2 more kills. And that desperation play, the Hail Mary, not as effective as they would have liked it to be.
It was a little strange too, like they only smoked up 2 heroes. I think at that point in the game, you go for like a 3 to at least 3, right? Like, I don't think with 2 they can kill half of these heroes that they run into, especially if there's, you know, more than 1.
Oh god, Cole, buddy. This Lena mid lane has not worked out. They have ganked her so hard. Vega are just showing stronger poise, more aggression. Gogi's gonna die yet again. Gogi is now 0-5-2. His inventory consists of a single Aquila, a single Wraithbane, and Boots of Speed. And now the tier 1 tower will fall as well. And I wouldn't say this game is impossible to recover from, but it certainly feels very difficult. Clockwork already has a damn 4 staff. He's going to hook onto Milan and Mitch. The double cogs come through. Good Firefly, though. Soul Assumption doing some work on a 9Posh. Flame Break as well. The lasso is available, but no mana to use it. Ownage now called by the announcer. And again, that's when you know that you're having a rough time. And, well, it's 20-6, man.
Yeah, and I mean the gold, it just keeps rising for Vega. Almost 10,000 gold already at 13 minutes. Talk about snowballing with draw lineups. This is like the anti-snowball. I don't think there's actually a way to recover with a lineup like this. Like, you have all of these heroes that really need to snowball. You don't have those big AoE teamfight ultimates where you can be behind gold and then just, you know, miraculously win a huge fight. Yep. They have some decent pickoff with the Bat Rider, so, you know, maybe if you can get...
Oh dear, no one. Wow, that is a big kill for Cole. The Laguna Blade finally going. 9Posh will find Milan. Milan says, I am happy to give my life after that kill. At this point, any trade for mYi is a good trade. And none better than that. A support for the most farmed hero in the game actually gets them 1,000 gold. Yeah.
That's actually so insane. I didn't think it was going to be that much. I thought it would be like 600, but...
Well, the problem with that is, though, that, like, Cole buys... He just got treads. That 1,000 gold, that's all he has at this point. That is his life savings. That's his bank account.
Usually you would like to see, you know, a Yules by now with your treads, so...
Yep.
Definitely not where he would like to be. You know, maybe they can try to sneak a Roshan or something once they get this medallion onto Lazard. Only needs the recipe now, as he has the Chainmail Sobi Mask. I think Roche could be a way for them to, you know, sort of even out this gold lead just a bit. Get an Aegis so that they can be more effective in these team fights. But I mean, if you just look at this Dro's inventory, like 2 Wraith Bands, a Ring of Aquila, and Brown Boots.
Somewhere.
I mean, how often do we see a Dro like this?
Not
usually
very.
Dros, even when they're like losing the game. Right now, he would have like Treads Yasha, right? Like,
yeah, at least
he was losing, you know.
Yeah. Somewhere on the earth, Jackie Mao is crying. Solo's gonna run into 2 heroes. He might find a Hex. He's gonna find an Earthspec as well. Finger, Gogi, goodbye. See you later. There it is. Solo gets the solo kill, as it were. Swap on his screen. Might actually be a 2-for-1, but again, losing that Dro, maybe not the best. Shrapnel onto everybody. The Maelstrom proc. No one is going in, and so is 9Posh. Another Maelstrom proc. The Shrapnel really wants Mitch. Can't find the kill, though. We'll find Cole instead. No one is peeping some heroes. Omni Slash, Soul Assumption not helping out. Both birds falling. It is a 4-for-2, and this tier 2 about to fall. And you wonder if maybe mYi have to think about the next game and the game plan there.
Yeah, they definitely need to go into the next game. Try to figure out what went wrong here. You know, the Lina mid obviously not working out here. Especially against a team like Vega. Like, we've seen Screen playing these, you know, not too standard heroes. He likes the Night Stalker as well as the Tuskar. And he really prioritizing that ganking of the mid lane, so maybe you want to give your mid laner something a bit more defensive. You know, Lina is a hero that is very susceptible to these early ganks.
What's going on here, buddy? Oh my god, Mitch.
Getting soloed up.
Oh, cheeky play from Mitch. Keeps himself alive. Unfortunately, they need a lot more of that. Milan is going to get caught out. Swap through onto no one. Battery Assault. Birds being respawned. Hookshot connects, but only on Decima the Slayer. Force through and gets the cogs with the force. Laguna Blade is going to go, but 9Posh is one tanky mother. Sima will spin to win. He'll get the kill. And turns into a 1-for-0, even though they probably should have gotten Mitch as well, but he did have a nice play there.
I mean, when he Laguna the clockwork, it felt like it just tickled him. I mean, I guess he has 1,500 life, and that's actually only a level 1 Laguna, so... That's extremely tanky.
That's the way it goes right now for this Luna, unfortunately. Still no Yule Scepter. She's getting closer. Recipe's like, what, 600, I think? And then you need the Sage's Masks, the Sobi Mask, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting game thus far. 17.5 minutes in. It does not feel like a 17-minute game, but I think that is partly due to the fact that Vega have 26 kills, so that could be the reason why.
No, that casual, like, 1.5 kills per minute. No problem.
This is some CIS Dota, to be sure.
That it is.
Well, I mean, we talk so much about where mYi is right now, and Cole casually taking an assassination that will send it back. However, our last one coming in onto no one. That's pretty big. Finger of Death comes out. Mitch gets obliterated. Milan going to get voided as well. Seam of the Slayer going to work. Hookshot onto 2. 9 Posh. Oh, he's on a rampage at this point. Double kill, double kill. No one might die to the tower. There goes the Aegis. A bit of a casual 3-2-2, but what would a team with solo be without a 3-2-2? They'll take down the tier 1 tower. It's a 5-man wipe. They kill the birds as well, and at this point, it's all over with the crying.
They can't win anymore. Like, unfortunately for mYi, they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. This did not end up working out for them. But it mostly was just execution. Like, it started with that level 1 kill. The Visage had to run back to the lane. And then everything just went sort of downhill from them. They got 2 for 0'd at level 1. And whenever you have these tri-lane versus tri-lane situations, you know, it mostly just comes down to whoever wins that lane has a huge advantage in winning the game, so.
Yeah. It's just that simple.
Yeah, it really is when you have a tri-lane versus tri-lane. I mean, like, I would say like 80 to 90% of the time, whoever wins that lane wins the game.
Yep.
So, Vega coming out huge in that lane, able to snowball pretty convincingly. I have to see if mYi can bounce back in game 2 and show something a bit better, because if they pick something like this and execute it like that, they're just going to get crushed again, I think.
Yeah, mYi not... It's kind of an inauspicious start to their DotaPit entry here. Unfortunately for them, they did replace Virtus Pro, and they've got to show a lot more. Otherwise, they might be right there with Vega, vying for that last spot. However, it is a 2-game series, and we will have to see how they perform in that second game. They have a chance here to even the series up and go 1-1. Definitely not unheard of, and we'll see how that goes. Honestly, though, Vega looked unstoppable in that game, unflappable as well. We'll see how they perform in the second game. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on DotaPit. My name is mYi. Joining me today, of course, is Pimp our production manager, as always, doing miraculous work. Check him out at Pimp on Twitter. With us today is Kevin F4L. You can check him out at F4L Dota on Twitter as well. He's been playing a lot of NAL, streaming a bit as well, so check him out on Twitter and find out his stream there as well. And we'll have Quantum Stats coming in just a second, guys. So with that being said, game number 2 right around the corner. Stick around. We'll see you guys in a moment.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck. What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!